Hey guys, sorry we're a little late tonight, but it is time for the epic Hang Outlander, Jamie Fraser versus Jericho Barrons. It's time. Hopefully you have read through all 5 Fever books and you are very prepared to discuss these two fellas that we love so much. And just real quick disclaimer, we know that these guys are very different and their books are very different, and if you feel like we're like seriously talking about it, it's all for fun. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. Join us online. Use the hashtag HangOutlander if you're talking to us. And let's get started introducing. I'm Beth. I'm having a Dr. Pepper. And Becca, you're next. Tell everybody why you look so sexy tonight.
Well, this is how I dressed for work today. No, it's not. I am dressed like Mac. I don't have anything juicy, so I thought I would just do the makeup as I feel she would and pour some bling on my ears. And you'll see me from time to time just replaying my gloss because I feel like it's really important to wear gloss for you guys tonight. Yeah, so that's what I'm having. And I'm also drinking a red wine, which I'm pretty sure would be a white wine spritzer where I actually Mac. Yay, Shallon. Shallon?
Oh, hi. It's all right, Shallon. I am wearing my Frog Me JZB t-shirt, courtesy of Stacy in the That's Normal merch department, and I am drinking a rum and coke.
Yum.
Woohoo!
Who's next?
It's my turn. Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm having a sparkling water because, as Becca learned, it's early. I rushed home so I could put on my Juicy Couture sweatsuit. I could only find the top portion, but, you know, we all get it. But I did find shoes as well, so I'm wearing them pink. I have them in 2 other colors, but whatever.
The only thing juicy that I owned is I own some perfume, so that isn't going to do any good. I'm dressed like I just came from a funeral because I just came from a funeral. And Jamie is having technical difficulties, and so hopefully she will join us when she gets in. We're really bummed. So Jamie is our next one. Tonight I have a tally sheet. Jan versus Barrons, or as we like to call them, Jimmy versus Jerry. And I will be tallying up our scores tonight. So all of these questions that we're going to go over tonight came directly from you guys on the blog, and then a couple on Twitter. And we can't wait to get started. Hopefully it won't take us forever to talk these guys out. Real quick, I think we're all, because we're dressed like Mac and not like Claire, let's just get the girls out of the way. Who do you like better, and which book series do you like better?
Wait, what? Say that again?
Which girl do you like better?
Uh-huh.
And then which, out of the book series, Outlander versus Fever, which book series do you like better?
We have to just decide right now if we like Outlander or Fever? I was not prepared for this.
Generally, like, this is what we did when we did Jamp versus Shura, so.
Well, I hate you, but I'll start.
You don't have to answer.
I'll start. I believe I like Claire better because Mac looks like this. But, oh boy, I think I would have to say I probably like the Fever series better. Now, this is with a caveat. I don't blog about it. I don't know that I've ever written about this Fever series besides to write chapter 4 on like everything for a week straight after I read it. And I've been writing about Outlander for a year and a half. So as a whole, I probably enjoy the fandom and the experience of Outlander better, but I devoured the Fever series in a week. I can't get past book 6 of Outlander, so there's my answer.
Gotcha.
Nikki?
Shallon?
It's a toss-up between Claire and Mac. You know, I really like Mac because she's a tough cookie. She's a little bit annoying at the beginning, but she comes into herself later in the series. Where Claire is she's very intelligent, she's very determined, and she knows what she's doing. I'm sort of torn between them, but as far as the series goes, Fever is definitely the winner for me. I loved them both, but I absorbed Fever, and I could read it over and over and over again. And even when I was looking at quotes this week in the book, I continually just got stuck rereading chapters and passages. I love it. Love it. Sorry.
Nikki?
I think I definitely have to go with Claire, even though I do love a good rainbow tiered skirt and juicy sweater. I read Fever before Outlander, though, thanks to Jamie, who's having problems. She really turned me on to it a couple years back, and I have some really good memories tied to it. But I think I gotta go with Outlander, even though I've only read a book and a half of the series. I'm gonna throw it out there. Hopefully, Diana does not disappoint. Check with me in 5 years when I maybe finish the series.
Yeah, I as women go, I prefer Claire. I think that Mac. I like them both. Mac is just so. I know Southern women like Mac, like how she is in the beginning with this sweet tea and only cares about her nails and stuff. And they're my least favorite women that are around me. Like, that's not the kind of Southern girl that I am. So that turns me off of her, and it kind of sucks that you have to wait for a couple of books for her to not be that narcissistic. And Claire, you kind of relate to right away, and I like her a lot better. But I really think I can't pick a series. I mean, I guess you guys did, so I should. I guess I would have to say Outlander, but the Fever series, I can read the whole thing multiple times. I've read the whole series 3 times. Whereas Outlander, I've read Outlander 3 times, but I can't read the whole series 3 times. That's never going to happen. And I like to reread. It makes me happy. So
I would say that an Outlander fan who's like pro Outlander and is like, you're the I just got your Shalyn, thank you for texting. I just made me laugh in the middle of talking. I would say a pro Outlander fan, I'm going to be on that side for a second, is going to be like, but it's so much deeper, and that's why you can't read it. Fever's just this fluffy thing that you breeze, and it's probably true. But I still also read it quickly, and you're right, Beth. I haven't reread it a million times, but I could. And I could have reread this in the last week to prep, but I didn't.
I did. What? I totally did. All right, let's get into it. We've got to battle it out. These boys we got to decide who's better. So we're just going to go real quick through some questions. We're going to decide each one of us. Jamie's here.
Yay!
Yay! I had to find that hat. That's why it took so long.
I was having a bad hair day.
Okay, Jamie, real quick, which book series do you like better?
Fever series.
All right, see, that was easy. That was easy. See, now, and we're half and half. Like, Becca and Nikki liked Outlander better, Shalyn and Jamie like Fever better, and I'm on the fence, completely on the fence.
Claire or Mac, James?
I'm actually going to go with Mac 5.0.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so tweet us your answer. Use hashtag HangOutlander. Let us know. Fever versus Outlander, Claire versus Mac. Do it. Beth?
Real quick, if you're watching live or if you're watching this on YouTube later, we are going to have some spoilers for the Fever series all the way through book 5. All right, that does not include Iced and Burned, but it does include Shadow Fever, because you just really cannot talk about Barrons without knowing the answers about Barrons. So we are going to be spoiling Shadow Fever. So those of you that haven't read all the way through, I'm sorry that you might need to turn it off, or you might need to not pay attention because it's going to ruin it for you. So this is spoiler alert all the way through book 5 for the Fever series. Okay.
There's also Q&A on this YouTube thing if you're watching live. So please use it. We see that.
Yes.
We try to.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's tweeting really quickly. I'm trying to grab them when they're good. Sorry.
Okay, good. Number 1, who has the better name? James Alexander Malcolm Mackenzie Fraser or Jericho Z. Barrons?
Jam.
Well, Jericho is like the name he's going by now. You know what I mean? So we don't actually know what his original name is. So I'd have to go with James as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie Alexander Mac and Mackenzie Fraser is an amazing. The fact that I can remember that is an amazing name. Jericho is also an amazing name, like a strong man. But yeah, Jamie wins this one for me.
I don't know if anybody said this yet, but your makeup is so distracting.
Yeah, there's a reason I look like this, and I'm gonna let Julie tell you in her tweet. My new hero is Becca Buttons because I know she's channeling Mac, but she just looks like an extra from a Debbie Gibson music video. I thought that's what I was going for. But yeah, I'm dressed like Mac, Jamie, in case that wasn't.
Well, I mean, I didn't think Mac's makeup was tacky. She just wore some bright colors.
Sure, it's tacky.
I'm wearing this.
Lord.
Yay.
Okay, Shallon, name. Who has the better name?
You know, I think I'm going to go with Jericho because JZB is it just rolls off the tongue. And, you know, I'm married to a Jamie, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, my thoughts on this is I like Barron's better too. I feel like that's a very alpha name.
Very alpha name.
Jamie's name, yeah, I mean, it's long and I love it and I love to say it, but like it's because I love the character. It's not really because I think that name is super hot. As far as names go, just names, I'm gonna go with Barron's. But that's 3-2. That point goes to Jamp.
Yeah, it's almost overwhelmingly Jamp online.
Yeah.
So we did have a question, and I don't remember the answer. Do we know what the Z means in Jericho Z Barons?
I don't
think we do.
No.
I don't think we do.
Sorry, Bailey.
I actually think I know that this isn't the way that it is in he says at one point that he's the alpha and the omega, and I know that in Greek it's not Z is not the last letter of the alphabet, but I think it has something to do with his position in their group, but I don't guess it matters. Okay, who has better hair? And we're going to have to go with how they are described in the books, not Sam Heughan's unfortunate turn as Jamie Fraser in Outlander Stars' portrayal, because that's just no good. So, who has better hair as it's described in the books?
I want to go. I read ahead in your Outlander questions today. Oh, I'm hearing myself. And I was like, can you hear me?
No, Becca, you've got echo.
Okay, I'll try again.
There you go. You're good.
Say it again, Nikki.
Okay. I'm hearing a lot of feedback. Sorry, guys, if you're watching. I was just going to say that I overwhelmingly think Jamp has better hair just based on the fact that Jericho has long black hair and he wears silk shirts. The combo.
I'm going to have to say JZB because I would be way too jealous of Jamie's red hair. Like, I would covet it and maybe cut it off for myself. So I'm going to go with JZB.
Okay, Shallon?
I think I have selective reading because I block out like the silk shirts and the ponytails and all that kind of crap. And when people bring them up, I'm always like, I missed that part. But I'm going to have to go with Jamie on this one because I love the idea of red curly hair and getting your fingers caught in it, and that to me sounds really good. So I'm going to go with Jamp on this one.
Okay, Becca?
I too have selective reading, and I've never once pictured Barron's as she describes him, so I can't go with that. Again, I'm Team Jamie on this one as well.
Okay, I am 100% Jamie on the hair. I can't. I mean, I'm not really into gingers. I have, like we've said before, I've got 5 years of ginger regret, so I'm not really into that. But I do like the idea that there's times when it's short that Diana describes it as being like kind of porcupine-ish, and then when it's like longer, just I don't know. Even when he's older and it's got gray running through it, I think Jamie. So that's a point for Jamp. Another point for Jamp. That's 2. Here we go.
This is not good for JZB. This is not looking good.
I know, but this,
Let's step it up, Barons. Let's talk about book 4, chapter 4. JK.
Okay, here we go. Kilt versus Armani suit.
That's a tough call. It's so tough.
It's tough?
It's a tough one.
What?
I'm going with Armani suit.
Yeah.
I'm going with
Armani suit.
I'm going to go with the Armani suit too, but you know what? A kilt, sometimes there's a kilt and it just stops the show.
No, it's a man in a skirt. It doesn't stop the show.
I think you have to think about the Armani suit and how I envision it as it's like a double-breasted, like 80s, early 90s Armani suit and not like a new, nice one.
Think of a new, nice one and forget the silk shirt thing. We got to teach you selective reading.
I'm shocked I even got through it that far, but I didn't do it.
I don't know. I know she says silk shirts, but I'm just picturing like expensive silk shirts that go under suits. Like I just don't picture like the satiny kind of like
the ones we wore in like 1994.
Yeah. I'm just not picturing that. Like I feel like Barron's has exquisite taste, and I don't think he would have been with his double-breasted Armani suit collars.
Yeah, it probably would have been something out of an Armani ad and not so much out of like a high school in 1994.
Yeah.
Yeah, I envision that Barron's I envision him very sleek and sexily dressed until she gets to like the silver-toed boots, and then I'm like, oh no, see now he seems like a mobster. So Kilt or Armani suit. I'm actually going to go with the Armani suit because I think the kilt is kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird when you're both wearing skirts. Like I
guess I didn't think the kilt was weird until the show. So if we're just talking about book, Jamie, I probably would go with the kilt. So maybe I should, I don't know. What are our, I missed the tallies on that one. Who said JZB? Raise a hand. Armani suit. So that's Becca and, that's all of us. Okay, well it goes to JZB.
No, not Nikki. Not Nikki.
Nikki said no.
I know, but it's 3-2 regardless.
Well, I would like to stick up for my Twitter peeps, and they have all said kilt. But Julie did say Armani top with the kilt, so
yeah.
I think we should point out that 90% of your followers are Outlander fans.
Yeah, agreed.
Fans.
True.
Very true, very true.
Yes, we're trying to like convert them to Fever, but their initial.
And maybe that's because I read the Fever series first, so maybe it's kind of what you read first. I don't know. They're just so different.
I read Outlander first.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, 2-1. Here we go. All right. Who would win in a dance-off? And the person who gave us this question, I'll see if I can find who it is. They said specifically the naked tub,
tub thumping.
The naked tub thumping, or the sword dance that Jamie does.
Wait, what? Oh boy.
And this question comes from Jen.
Tub thumping. All the way. JZB.
I'm going to say tub thumping, but can't you just picture Barron's doing this, like, amazing Argentine tango? Like,
no.
Just like, I can. Like, totally. Like, he's, like, learned all that over the thousands of years that he's been alive,
No, I think for me, he's, like, so big that, like, any sort of movement like that is going to be, like, this oafy guy, like, as, like, sensual as he is. I just can't
But
imagine.
they describe him as being sleek like a cat and an animal. He's not going to be big and
all right. Selective reading.
That's what I was gonna say, Shallon, because like Mac often talks about like the grace when he walks, like and smoothness and whatnot.
Oh, Becca, do you think Jamie is a better dancer?
Yeah, that's true. I was forgetting.
I don't think you could pick either. I feel like Barron's is like a wallflower, like he would be against the wall in the corner, and I don't think I feel like he's like doing like Foursquare dances, like it's cheesy. I don't want to see either of them do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Nikki, have you read book 4, chapter 4?
Yeah, I've read the whole series all the way to the end. Well, not Iced and whatever the new one is, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he'd be a pretty good dancer.
I agree.
I don't think he lets loose very often, but when he does it well.
Yeah, I feel like it would be more like Jamie was saying, like the tango, like those kinds of things. I don't see him like, jumping out to Funky Cold Medina, Not like a wedding dancer.
No.
I will say that I think because Jamie is tone deaf, that he's gonna kind of not be great at dancing. Like,
That's a good point.
I mean, it just seems to me like that requires a little bit of like musicality, and he doesn't have it. So I'm gonna give that one to Barrons. Barrons, we're on 2-2. 2-2. All right.
Yay! Jimmy versus Jerry, y'all.
Jimmy and Jerry. All right. So who is the better scholar? And this question comes from one of our favorites, the Cold Woman. Who is the better scholar?
Barrons.
Barrons.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows everything about everything.
Right.
He's been around forever. He has a bookstore at his disposal and antiquities and all kinds of stuff. Like he's the smart guy.
Yeah, I agree. He's been around forever, so yeah.
Not to say that Jamie is dumb because he's well educated as well, and knows many languages and has studied literature. But I think comparatively, you'd have to put JZP on top.
Yeah, for his time, Jamie is incredibly intelligent, but JZB is definitely more educated. He's a scholar.
Okay, that one goes to Barrons. It's 3-2 in favor of Jerry.
Okay, what was your pick? You didn't pick.
I kind of don't have an opinion on this one because I think that Jamie actually went and sought out education when it's not something that should have been readily available to him. So comparatively to the other men of his time, Jamie is a far better scholar than anybody else in his position. But Jericho obviously has had eons of time to learn things and know things and have garnered knowledge, so he has more knowledge. But Jamie is more of a enigma, or more of a, he's more unique in his time frame. So I don't really kind of know. But it doesn't matter because y'all all thought it was Barron, so that point goes in.
He wins.
This one's kind of hard, I think. I think it's hard. Who has a better sense of humor?
Oh.
They're so
Jamie.
different.
I'm going to go with Jamie because, you know what, I think Barron's does have a sense of humor, but it tends to be a little bit dry and maybe even...
I mean, the only time he really, out and out laughs is when Mac was dancing with her Mac Halo on and was being completely ridiculous. I mean, he has some great lines, they say, but it's more to piss Mac off, not really, humorous,
Right, it's not, yeah. I think I'm going to have to go with Jamp on this one.
Okay. Nikki? Anybody else have an opinion?
Sorry, I was answering the tweets. I couldn't get back over to this window.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question? I totally just forgot.
Who has a better
better sense of humor. I gotta go Jamp because I don't even remember there being a funny Barron's jokes moment,
Yeah.
I agree. Team Jamp.
Okay, humor goes to Jamp. It's 3-3 now. I kind of agree. Yeah, Jamie's the funnier one. Barron's isn't really funny. I mean, he's funny in a way that makes you intrigued by what he's going to say next because he's smart. But he's definitely not out to tell jokes or to entertain anybody. So,
Right.
and Jamie's just chucking it up.
He has like too much dark stuff in his past, not to spoil anyone, but like real crazy stuff.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna get into some of the like material aspects of these guys. So if they were, you know, if you were gonna be with these guys, these are the things that you might want to pay attention to. Who has the better house?
Oh my goodness.
Who provides the better shelter, essentially, or whose house?
I have to go. Does the bookstore count as part of the house? Because if it does, then this should not even be a real question.
I think the bookstore counts for sure. Let me see.
Well, that hands down is totally the bookstore. Barron's has.
Or just even, I think, even in his lair or whatever, it sounded pretty damn nice. Like the shower. He has a shower. Stamp does not have a shower.
No. Sold.
Barron's has a toilet.
Toilet.
But you have to.
Tampons.
Not a. What is it? A privy? Not a privy? Is that what they have?
Privy. Mm-hmm.
Privy.
But you have to think about it. If you do actually make it down to Barron's room, most likely you won't make it out of there.
If you make it down to Barron's room, you are in for a good time.
Yes.
But
times
going to eat you.
Yeah, exactly. And not in the way you want him to eat you.
Right.
I have to do that.
All right. So house goes to Barron's, despite the fact that he's going to actually eat your body if you ever get it.
I'm okay with that.
If they could retrofit Lollybrook, I would go there, but, you know, there's no toilet, so.
Yeah, they didn't make it past the potato famine. Okay. Collector of priceless items or a pauper minimalist who only keeps sentimental, worthless crap.
Wait, I missed the first part.
A collector of priceless items or the pauper minimalist who only keeps sentimental value kind of things in his sporran.
Which I'm going to go with Dan on this one.
Yeah. I feel like this is the Armani versus Kilt question again. Like, do you want, like, the sexy, suave man or, like, the rustic, like, you know, guy who's just a guy?
I mean, for me, this question is, do you want a guy who, like, your house is just stark and there's nothing kind of in it and y'all are minimalist and, you know, you don't have a lot of crap? Or do you want the guy who's got, like, Persian rugs and huge flat screen TVs everywhere and just tons of stuff?
I like flat screens.
When you put it that way, I really like the idea of flat screens and very fancy features, but I really like the idea that Jamf is a little bit more sentimental and he holds on to the value of items regardless of their monetary value.
Okay, so who are you picking?
I'm picking Jamf.
Okay.
I think I'm more of someone who wants to be minimalist, but gosh, I can't figure out how to do it. I really like kind of like what Shalyn said. I like when it's the stuff that's sentimental more than the, you know, priceless jewels, though I love to look at that stuff. I mean, you're never going to get bored at his house, at Barron's house, but I think I got to go with Jam just because I'm trying to be minimalist but couldn't.
And I would have to say that I like that, Nikki, and I would love to be minimalist as well, but at the end of the day, I think I just really like my comforts and nice things. Sorry, okay. I'm just being real.
So I think I have to be the deciding vote on this one. I'm actually going to go with Jamf, just because I think that Barron's I have a feeling he'd be really pissy if you touched anything. And that is just
true.
I cannot handle, like, don't touch my shit. Like, no. Like, if you're going to... And Ryan does not have, my husband, he doesn't have a single thing in this house. Everything that he brought with him from high school is, like, in his shed. But he had, like, a statue of Gossamer, who's the orange monster from Looney Tunes. Like, what am I going to do with, like, a 10-foot Gossamer?
You're such an interesting monster with such interesting hair.
That guy, yes.
Yeah.
So, point to Jamf for minimalism. This next question comes from Meg Sprunt, who we really like a lot. And she wants to know feather bed or silk sheets, but keep in mind, feathers poke you in the back, and you slide right off of silk sheets. So, which one?
Silk sheets.
Okay.
I like silk sheets.
Silk sheets. I'm allergic to down feathers. And they do poke you in the back. I have been on a feather bed.
So the whole time you're having sex with Jamie, you're just like bleeding and getting wounds. Bleeding out the nose and getting puncture wounds from the feathers.
Not to say you won't be bleeding with JZB.
Yeah, just right. He's gonna eat it when he's done, so it's fine.
I gotta go silk sheets because I wear fake silk pajamas like almost every night to sleep. So.
Sexy.
Ooh.
Shallon.
And I am totally with silk sheets too. I couldn't imagine sleeping on a feather bed. I think I'm allergic to feathers and all that poking and stuff. Yeah, no. Silk sheets.
Barron's is killing it, guys.
He is. We're 5-4 Barons to Jamf. So
I have to jump in here and go back to our dance conversation because I just saw these two tweets. Two people mentioned this, and I don't think they saw each other mention that Jamie would never win the dance because they're picturing the dance from Princess from Christmas, or whatever that movie is.
I didn't see the movie.
I didn't either, but it sounds interesting.
I think I'm going to have to look it up now, though.
I did see that in Julie's post. Like, she had a GIF from it, but I have not seen it.
Excuse me. I'm just going to say something really quickly. Julie, I had GIFs of Sam from Princess and Christmas dancing back in July of 12 or whenever we started talking about this business. So,
she's the original Christmas whatever hipster.
Yeah.
Someone's feeling a little jealous of all the attention and the haters Julie's bringing up.
If you want some good haters, I'll just sit over in the sidelines and be like, I was popular when we were still
I retweeted it and asked for a link, so hopefully someone can produce some sort of.
I will say this: I don't think that Sam Hewen can dance, so that's just.
You think he had a stunt double for that part?
No, it's Pim. It's super bad. It's like awful. But that whole movie is bad, so can't hold the dance against him. Okay, real quick. Who has the worst secrets? And this is a negative point, so the point will go to the other person. Who has the worst secret?
We don't know all of Barron's secrets at this point, so it's hard to say because I think he has some pretty dark ones.
That's true.
Yeah, but he has okay, spoiler alert, he has his son in a cage in the basement.
Well, his son's dead now.
Wait, does he die in ice?
That's how
he dies in the
last
book.
Yeah.
I forgot. It is sad. But he had him there. It's a big secret.
That was for his own good.
I know. I know. I'm just saying, his secrets. He's got secrets.
I mean, I think the fact that Barron's killed a woman that he thought he could love in the past because his men were going to do it anyway. I mean, that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But then again, Jamie Fraser ends up essentially, raping somebody later on. I mean, if you read Voyager, that's what happens. I'm not going to be too vocal about it. People don't agree, but he totally raped that girl. But, so I don't know.
Hate tonight, Beth. Come on.
Yeah, she's just looking for hate.
Wait, do you, what, statutory? Or I don't recall a rape.
The one, but hold your ears, Nikki. We're talking about the one who gets pregnant with William, right?
Yeah, but she wanted it.
She wanted that.
He says, no, stop, it hurts. And he says, no, it's too late now, and just rams it in her. That's rape.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
I didn't see it as that way because she was totally asking for it right up until. I get it. I get what you're saying, though.
We're
get
being
it.
one of those like rape sympathizer people.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Hold on.
Totally asking
I'm
for
not
it.
saying it
How
was
she
right. I
was
just never really thought of it that way.
Well, and this is going back to the conversation we had in our pop-up Outlander last week. We kind of talked about how rape is just so much, like, to us, that is rape. And I mean, 15 years ago, it should have been rape, but I don't think people saw that as much as rape.
Yeah.
And definitely
As it was.
200 years ago, it definitely was.
Well, yeah, for sure. But it doesn't change the fact that it's...
No.
It is.
But
And in this conversation, Barrons even tells Mac at some point, he's like, I would never take it. Like he said, he asks her to say to him, tell me you want me to fuck you because I would never take it. So Barrons at least...
Which is funny because in that outtake, the outtake that she posted a couple of years ago, which now is the first chapter of Burns, he's determined he's going to take it whether she wants to give it or not.
Yeah,
I mean, she ends up being consensual, but he goes into the scene with the idea that he's getting it regardless of whether or not she's a participating.
Well, because he claims that he can smell, because he has the super smell, whatever, and can tell that she's wet. And what?
She's having that monologue before she even opened the door to her hotel room. So there was some way he obviously had planned that he was going to convince her or use coercion or the voice to convince her that she wanted it.
That's true. I do remember that, even though I kind of thought that scene was hot.
Okay.
It was definitely a hot scene, but I found it to be, contradictory to his whole I'll never take it. Like, obviously you will.
Twitter's pretty split on this, but I have to run back to that comment about Voyager because our friend Dougal's Beard, Karen, lover, said, what? He did not rape that girl. It was blackmail.
I don't think that his penis vagina was blackmail. I'm pretty sure that was rape, but I'll have to reread it to see. I'll take that concession. I should maybe reread the scene. Did y'all hear that southern accent I just threw out there?
Yeah, you did. Someone went to south. So where are we?
Unfortunately, we just combined two different questions. This question was who has the worst secrets. We didn't answer it. The next question is who has the worst flaws, and we kind of talked about both of those. So,
You know what? I would easily pick JZB as having the worst flaws and the worst secret. Even though I'm totally pro JZB, I honestly think that he does have. I don't think we know all of his secrets yet, and I think the ones he has are pretty dark. And I think that Jamie's more marriage material, and JZB is a lot of fun and a really good time. But he's got a lot of flaws.
Let's everybody stick to secrets real quick and tell me what your secrets. Who you think has the worst secrets?
Barrons.
Okay, that's 2 for Barrons. Nikki?
I think Barrons on both accounts. I'm going to echo Shallon.
Okay. Jamie?
Same.
Guys, on both or just secrets?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all are wrong. I think that...
You're wrong!
4-1, but we're wrong.
I think that Barrons has the worst secrets, obviously, because he's got a ton of them, and that's kind of what the whole series is about. But I think Jamie has worse flaws. I just think he does.
But he might have maybe more flaws because he's a normal human being, but are they really worse? Like, when you're talking about, like, make it or break it flaws, Jamie's flaws aren't that horrible. JZB is like, he's controlling, he lies if it means he gets what he wants, he, will kill to get what he wants. He's manipulative, he's, a liar, he's whatever.
And all the things that make him so hot, right?
But those are all the things that make him so appealing and attractive.
Yep.
There's that weird moment when Jamie's sucking on Claire's toes. That's a major flaw right there. Like that was a major flaw.
But only for you.
Yikes.
Oh.
Okay, so right now, I gave secrets and flaws. The points go to Jamie since everybody was against Barron. So it's 6-5. So here we go.
For who? 6-5 for who?
Jamie, I think.
For Jamie. Who does the better rescue?
Oh.
Oh, the burn scene is pretty freaking amazing.
Oh, I haven't read it yet.
No, she said Barron.
No, the burn in that book 2 of the Fever series.
With Maluche the vampire, when they come in and he's so upset. Oh, it's so good.
It is so good.
He's so upset that Mac is dying. He's like, "Oh, Mac, you have to know this is not how I wanted it to end."
Yeah,
And
okay, that's true.
then he sees her.
And he's like, you gave up hope.
Yes. Oh, it's so good.
Guys, let's just not forget. I'm echoing again. Somebody mute.
No, you're
Okay, so let's not forget that in book 4, chapter 4, the reason that happens is because he rescued her and she became Priya, and in order to save her, he had to have sex with her multiple times a minute for a long, long time.
Perfect.
I would say Barron's wins this one hands down. Jamie comes through a window like this. That's what he does. And that's great.
Done.
Barron comes through the window with his dick.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Not only does Jamie rescue her like totally slipshod, and only because she like also helps herself out, but his gun is unloaded. Barron's on the other hand, not only is there the burn scene rescue and the Priya rescue, but he freaking bends time and space and continuums and becomes a huge monster in order to save her.
No.
I was about to bring up the peeing a circle around her part. Like super weird, but like, all right, got it.
Sexy.
It's very sexy. So that's a definite better rescue goes to Barron's. My favorite rescue actually from Barron's is when she's fighting Maluche in the warehouse in the very first book, and he just like drops down from the ceiling with his coat or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, Miss Lane, you should never have told them who you were." And you're like, "Bam!"
It was such like a Batman move.
Yes. Oh man, so good. All right, this is another one about rescues. So, how about this one? Purposeful non-rescues. Who lets their woman prove her worth on her own more often? Or in a better, does it? Period.
See, I feel like that's also JZB. I can't think of any examples offhand. I should have looked that up. But I think there's been a couple of times when Mac is in a sticky situation where she's like, oh, if only I could get a hold of JZB, or she doesn't say JZB. She says whatever. And he is not around. But you know he knows what she's doing all the time. So he's purposely chosen not to rescue her. I can't think of any instances for Outlander.
Well, like when they go out hunting the gray man, like even though he has to kind of step in because that was her first kind of kill, like he gives her the spear and she's like off and hunting and she goes out hunting and like he doesn't stop her from doing that. Like,
but you know he knows that she's doing all these things, that she's in dangerous situations, but he doesn't step in.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think Barron's for the self-rescue because I've also only read a book and a half of Outlander, but only times I can think of him rescuing her because she like escaped somehow, and he just thought he better go pick her up.
That's true.
I don't really have an opinion because I forget, but my first initial, and I've also been reading the Twitter feed, so I wasn't really listening, but I think I would go with Barron's, but I don't really have to be the deciding factor.
No, that one pretty much hands down goes to Barron's. So we're 7-6 in favor of Barron's right now, if you want to see the tally.
Outlander fandom, what you gonna do?
But now it's time to get into the sexy times.
Oh, see, Barron's has got this.
This is what you're here for, you guys. This is what you're here for.
Yeah, you are.
Who would you prefer to punish you?
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm going to
Everybody's like,
say...
that's not sexy. Everybody's like, ew.
I'm going to go with Jam for that because I think their definitions of punishment are much, much different. And, you know, Barons could voice you into, like, stabbing yourself. And you're like, I at least would rather somebody else be hitting me than me doing it to myself. So.
Okay.
Does he punish her?
Jam?
Well, he.
Jam?
No, I know Jam does.
Claire.
Anki, no, Barons.
Well, when she comes back from being in Fairy, he does chain her up when she's, like, in her bikini, and then he chains her up and threatens to tattoo her.
Which is very sexy.
Yeah.
What is Karen moaning thinking? Like, some of these, like, the hell?
I think it's hard because I don't think we really ever see Barons punish her. He never actually hits her, and Jamie hits Claire.
What? Barons hits her all the time. They just get in fist fights and shit.
But that's like not a punishment. That's a, like, hot turn on. I just killed
they're
her.
like fighting each other. That's a little different. It's not like he's like hauling off and beating her for misbehaving.
Yeah,
I think that the punishment that Barons does for her is stuff like when he voices her against her will. There's that whole part in I think it's in the 3rd book. He spends like several chapters just like forcing her to tell him shit, and that's punishment. I mean,
but isn't that when he was trying to teach her how to block the
It
voice too?
at first.
So it was like he was punishing her, but for her own good in the way that he was trying to teach her that she had to block it out so that the LM can't use it against her.
No, that was at first when he starts using voice, but later on he gets really mad at her, and he just voices her just...
You're right. You are right. I remember
Yeah,
that.
I remember being really pissed off for her.
Yeah. And, I mean, so if it were me, I would rather Jamie punish me because that's at least got some sexiness and some cuddling at the end of it, and I think that Barons is just going to mind fuck you. Like, that's his, like, form of punishment is just to, like, get in your mind and be like, destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm going to go with Jam, too.
Yeah, I'd much rather get spanked by Jamp than chained up by Barons and bit by his child.
I can't decide, but I think you guys are Jam versus Barons, so that's good.
It was Jamie. That round went to Jamie. I'd rather Jamie punish me. So, who is more romantic?
Oh.
This one's tough.
I don't think it's... I think you can't romanticize JZB. Like, he flat out says, don't ever romanticize me. So I think it has to be Jam then.
Yeah, he says, don't dress me up in, what is it, chivalry? Don't dress me up in chivalry. Yeah. I would definitely say Jamf is more romantic.
Okay.
Me too. I don't have a reason. It's just my feeling in my soul.
Yeah, I think he's just a more romantic character, like the little gifts and like just his heart and
cuddling.
Yeah, he's more earnest and sweet, and JZB is not any of those things.
True. Who has the better chest?
JZB. I'm gonna go with the fact that it's like all like tattooed and shit, and chiseled, and you open that shirt, it's probably really good.
And Jamie has like scars.
Hair.
And hair. Red hair.
Monkey
Red
hair.
Jamie, who has a better chest?
JZB, because he's JZB and it's like sex on a stick. So there you go.
I think that there's a point in Shadow Fever where Mac puts her head on Baron's chest and he doesn't have a heartbeat. Did that happen?
Yes, but I think it's like if he eats, it beats, and like the further out he gets from eating, I think it stops beating, something like that.
Oh yeah, he says something like I haven't eaten in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows what he eats either? Like this is all one big mystery.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, so Jamie has a better chest. Guys.
Although there is one
Oh,
part where I think they talk about them sharing fruit, right? I think he does eat fruit. I think that's the only part where you hear JZB eating, but that's completely
he also eats her mom's pies, which sounds like a euphemism for something, but it's not. But I think they were eating fruit and then he fucked her on the counter. So
Yeah.
I believe that's how that scene went.
It was mangoes. We are in a dead heat, 8-8, and we have 3 questions left that are all about sexy times. So,
SEX.
here we go. I'm going to skip that one. It'll be the second to last. Penultimate question is going to make you laugh. That's all I got to say. All right. Who gives better dirty talk? We got Waterweed versus You Died, Mac, I Need to Fuck You. Which?
JZB.
Yeah, JZB.
I know Waterweed is good, but
there are no punches pulled with JZB.
Right. That's more of my style, to get right to the point.
My favorite is in the Burren when she says, I'll tell you the difference between us. I'm the one with the boobs. And he goes, I know you're the one with the fucking boobs. They're my fucking face every time I fucking turn around. I love that one. All right, so Dirty Talk goes to Barron's. And this is the stupidest question. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This came from NE Girl. And she said, I can't wait for Hung Outlander. Who has the biggest wiener?
Oh, they're both big, but I'm going to go with Barron's.
I'm going to go with Barron's.
Yeah.
Okay. I missed the question. Was it the penis size?
I believe the word used was wiener.
But let's say this. Let's go back to our question and say, who has the better wiener?
JZB.
I feel like
chapter 4.
I know.
But the scene where they're in his room, like below in book 5, doesn't it like get bigger at some point? Like he starts kind of
inside her.
It's on page 541, and she says, "I feel him growing harder, longer inside me. You can do that, I guess." The beast was bigger than the man. He laughs, and it is definitely not a human sound.
Oh,
I don't like that wiener. I don't want to. I don't want it to get bigger, longer, and hairier while it's inside me.
No, I think that's fantastic.
No, I think I'm in the same boat. I think that's scary. Yeah. It's like a monster. It's going to become like, I don't know. Something, I don't know what it's going to be in there.
Yeah, more power to Mac looking like this and being able to take that. But no, yeah, Jamie wins for me.
Jamie is 6'I", maybe 7. As that's a quote from some point. He says, all 6 inches, all I, maybe 7. So he's a good 6.62 inches long.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's tally it up. Nikki and Becca think Hung Outlander goes to Jamie. Jamie and Shallon, you think Hung Outlander goes to Barron's?
Yes.
I'm going to go say that it goes to Jamie as well.
Uh-oh. Are we tied?
We are dead heat tied 9-9. Jimmy versus
Jerry.
This is the last question. If we need more, we can make one up. But who would you rather?
Oh, I heard a couple.
What do you have?
No. Go ahead, carry on.
Who would you rather have a one-night stand with?
Of course.
JZB.
Yeah, for sure.
JZB.
Yeah. He's the kind of guy you have a one-night stand with.
But then
he's not really marriage material. He is like a great time.
But then he eats you.
Yeah, he then kills you.
Just make sure you don't go down to his lair. You have to stay above him
in the bookstore.
Yeah.
Only eating will be of the good kind.
Yes, exactly.
Do you think you would get Priya with Barron's? Like Fiona
I'd be okay with that.
But it's just a one-night stand. I don't know.
True, because then you're like, no man ever compares to that ever.
No, yeah, that would kind of suck, yeah.
I don't know, but do you
probably
couple
gonna
it?
go on there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we like the bad boys, right?
I like bad boys. I think a one-night stand with Jamie would be good. I mean, there's that lady in Mary McNabb or whatever, and she gets to have him just the one time. And she went away satisfied, I think.
She was just trying to make him feel better because he was locked in a cave for like 7 years.
It was just a pity fuck.
Yeah. Well, also she kind of was like,
he wasn't getting any, you know. Neither had bathed. It was more of a necessity.
Yeah, I still am going Barrons on this one.
Yeah, I'm Barrons.
Been really bad sex. That cave Dunbonnet sex is probably not very much fun. Guys, if one night stand goes to Barrons, I gotta say, final tally is 10 to 9.
Yay!
Of Jericho Z. Barrons comes out on top. I think he wouldn't have
the alpha and the omega.
Better. I think that's his favorite position anyway.
Yeah.
Nikki, what do you mean, what about the smell? You asked a question in our comment.
Katie responded about that too, and I thought that was in our list.
I don't think it was.
Oh, JK, never mind. Sorry, Katie.
What was the question?
Let's talk about it real quick.
Who smells
better? Who smells worse or who smells better?
Or whose smell would you like the best or something like that? I don't know.
I guess it would depend on what you're, conditioned for, because obviously Jamie is going to smell like man.
And hay and dirt and BO.
Which I understand there are women who find that incredibly attractive, but then you've got JZB who's obviously going to smell like, deodorant and probably very fine cologne.
And man.
I feel like JZB smells like Dakar Noir or something. I think that comes back to the silk shirts and long hair, though.
I also feel like he sometimes probably smells like guts and the blood of his enemies. And
don't you feel like he's like Edward Cullen and just is like a clean eater?
Like he never has a drop on his collar.
No.
I don't know. I guess I probably would prefer the way Barron smells.
Yeah, I would too.
Probably
yeah. That's why answering more questions, because Barron's smell has a bigger lead.
Yes, now Barron's is like way ahead.
I think with our modern sensibility, I think you have to go with Barron's. Like if we were used to like the constant kind of like sweat and BO smell, then Jamie would probably be it,
Okay.
But we are modern women.
Well, if we don't have any other questions, it's going to Barron's. I mean, we could always do like the long who would you rather in general, but we kind of did that already.
Yeah. I mean, are we surprised by this? Or I don't know. They're different. They serve different purposes. Different times in my life, I prefer one over the other.
Yeah, well, I mean, Barron's is like a creature that may or may not exist in, who knows what kind of fantasy world, and Jamie's supposed to be more realistic, so even though there's time travel in that book.
The thing that appeals to me the most about Barron's and what makes him the top of my list as far as book boyfriends go is, you're always drawn to, the bad boy. And I always find that, once they hook up, the bad boy changes his tune, and he's like, oh, I love you, you're my everything. Barron's doesn't do that. They hook up, and he doesn't lose the bad boy persona. He continues to be badass, and he is not going to, move the moon for you and tell you how much he loves you and bring you flowers. And I like that. So it's like he stays in character. And that's what sort of keeps it real for me.
I like that.
That's a great observation. Yeah.
I'm feeling that, Shallon. I'm feeling that big time.
You guys are killing it on the Twitters tonight, so if you want to look at the hashtag, like every time I look at that page, there's literally like 150 new notifications. So good job.
There's tons. I got to go back and say I think this is surprising because I think we would all probably marry Jamp before we would marry JZB. But
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, JZB is totally marriage material, but Jamp is a lot of fun. JZB is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I would say too, we could have come up with different criteria. This was crowdsourced. This was you guys. These are the questions you guys came up with. So this is what y'all wanted us to talk about. So it ended up being Barrons. I don't know if y'all were subliminally like trying to get us to get to that point, but it was neck and neck the whole time. It was neck and neck.
It was neck and neck. It was just those last few questions. Yeah.
I guess because the last few questions were about sex, and I think while Jamie is a good lover, I think Jericho's prowess is a little bit. It's more intriguing. It's more intriguing.
Yeah. All right, Debbie Gibson, you rattling in your chest there?
You keep applying lip gloss. You've applied lip gloss like 75 times.
I think I'm concerned that people joining late are going to think this is just how I look, so I'm just applying lip gloss. So maybe they understand that I'm really trying to be like Mac.
Again, my understanding of Mac is a little less that, a little toned down, just bright clothes.
Yeah, bright clothes and bright makeup. That's Debbie Gibson wannabe.
Yeah. I did, well, you can't really see it because the colors are washed out, but I am also wearing bright pink lipstick. It's just a little harder with the lights. That was my little MAC throwback there.
I think, as a closer, we should all sing Tub Thumping.
I don't remember the words.
I get knocked out!
I don't know how it goes.
I get knocked out. I don't want to do that.
No. That's all I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
this was awesome. Thank you for joining us. There are a lot of people live on the call.
Thanks,
callers.
Business Becca.
Thanks for calling in. Oh, gosh. Why is my hair doing this? Thanks for joining us. I'm glad that we had this discussion, not a call. Thanks for tweeting. Please look at the tweets because they're hilarious. Make some new friends of people that, do you agree with us? Do you think we're stupid? Tell us. It's fine. Won't be the worst thing we've heard today.
And
Usually girls.
Just keep the conversation going. Feel free to hit us up on Twitter or Facebook, and I'm always happy to discuss JCB. So
Yes.
And
And if you're reading Burn, don't give me spoilers. I'll be reading it tomorrow. But if you're reading Burn, let us know so that we can talk about that too.
Yeah.
Because it comes out.
Came out today. Julie P requested that I sing Lost in Your Eyes as a send-off, so we're going to do that now.
Take it, Becca.
No, I'm not going to sing it at all. Because I can't. I would.
Wait, do you know the words?
I forget it.
In your eyes, and I feel.
My spirit rise.
There you go. That's
I'm going to listen to it when I get off. It's been a while, guys.
Oh, wait. Before everybody goes, hold on. Let me find this real quick. Hold on.
Oh gosh, what if it takes
Real
forever
quick.
to come back with whatever it is? Ouch! I'm just sitting here.
Do you have a Mac helmet over there? What are you getting?
If she has a Mac Halo, I will bow down.
Gee. No.
Like tearing through boxes.
What you got there, girl?
Sorry, I got way too excited. Are you guys still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I moved and I've been going through my stuff and my pack wrap, so I know if people saw my post, here's my tape collection. And, here are the two Debbie Gibsons we have Out of the Blue. You can see.
Nice.
And Electric Youth.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, and that is the reason I still remember all the words. Not that I had to take deck to play these, but when I did, when I had to take deck, these were my jams.
That's awesome.
That was
And not to be outdone, I still have Tiffany, so don't worry.
Woohoo!
amazing.
Well, we'll sing. Yeah, listen to Little Debbie Gibson tonight to remind you of our wonderful time together as friends. But thank you for joining us.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.